welcome everybody to Demo Crazy. Um, Before I get started, tomorrow, because this is gonna show up on Monday, our interview with Scott Burns, who played many characters, including Bowser from the Mario games, will drop. So don't forget to hit that. So don't forget to hit that bell to get notified when that interview drops, because it is gonna drop. Um, but let's talk about uh, so, as much as I want to talk about like how Trump fired Lisa Cook, even though she wasn't fired technically, but she is, but she isn't. She's not refusing her seat. There are a bunch of Republicans or retardicans, excuse me, that are proposing California's two-state solution thing again in order to counter the whole gerrymandering situation thing. Now, this isn't new. Like, this isn't new. People have been trying to get California to split up in two states since before time itself. It's like Texas keeps threatening to secede from the Union. Yeah, okay, that's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, that being said, do I think this two states, it won't happen. It won't happen. Why would they? I mean, no. Shut up! This is not gonna happen! Get that out of your fucking head, you idiots! Wow, it is deadly quiet.
No, yeah, shit like this annoys the hell out of me because like they know it's not going to happen. Like their supporters know it's not going to happen. This is just like I don't know. Republicans and Democrats both have an issue with like not really doing anything that's important. This is just like them actively doing nothing, and it pisses me off. Like they're just wasting everyone's time with like empty threats.
I
They're
mean,
getting
like,
paid to do nothing.
I wish I could get paid to do nothing. Fuck. I think
And wait, consultant work or contractor work? I guess it's the same.
Wait, what?
I said consultant work or contractor work. I said I guess it's the same.
Oh, yeah. Or as Mayor.
CC,
Go ahead.
CC, like 2C, CC, credit bill, play words.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's like Mayor Royce from The Wire said, like, he's like, I don't think any of us want to get a real job, and, like, everybody starts laughing. The Attorney General, the fucking Commissioner of Police. Yeah, they get paid to do nothing. I want to get paid to do nothing, damn it. I would love
I
Go ahead.
would
Okay.
elect you.
Ugh. Are you kidding me? I would absolutely do nothing. Jesus Christ.
Well, if you want to do that, you just gotta get out of right wing grift. They got unlimited backers and billionaires that's just like, hey, who's dumb as shit? You want money?
Well, there is that. But the,
I.e., example given, Candace Owens. Okay, let's go back.
um, so, okay, why did Trump fire Cook? Was it because she was like, yeah, the inflation rate? Wait, what was the whole reasoning?
I wasn't really sure about that either.
I don't think he even knows. I think that Stephen Miller pops up with a list like Schrute, Dwight Schrute from The Office. I want you to fire these following people, and he's just like, okay, off the cuff.
I mean, I know he
He
wants.
treated us really badly. That's all he says. It's like he treated us very badly, not fair.
Oh, God, I hate when they see that.
Every time it's the hits.
So, I mean, I guess I just looked up the exact details. Apparently, Trump said that she made false statements on her mortgage and said that was reason enough for him to remove her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because she's a resident in two states. She's not like she's not a permanent resident or some shit like that. That's the fucking okay. Go ahead, Robert.
No, it's false statements. Weren't you tried and convicted in New York for making false statements on your fucking buildings? What?
Yeah, I mean, legally, he's not allowed to do charities anymore since he has lied so much about where the funds go. And this is such a dumb fight for the Republicans tried to start, because there's so many Republican, like, I think, governors that do the same thing. I mean, fucking Trump does the same thing. He kept running for office in New York, and he lived in Mar-a-Lago like 90% of the time. Like, there's so many people that have multiple houses and will just like conveniently fly in to wherever they're running for. And like, I don't know. I don't even want to like both sides this. I feel like this is, up until now, something that I've only heard Republicans doing.
Well, I mean, I know they're doing anything they can to distract from, like, releasing the Epstein files, because there's still people clamoring about that. Because yes, the Epstein files, of all the shit that this man had done, the Epstein files, that's the hill you want to die on, fucking moron.
I'm okay with that at this point. Like, I was pretty convinced that there wasn't ever going to be a breaking point, and so I'll take it. If there are people that like this is the last straw for them, like, sure.
Yeah, but then like fucking as much as we should talk, like, the elephant in the room needs to be discussed. The Minneapolis shooting. Good lord. I mean,
yeah.
God. Fucking. And the guy was like in his 20s when he was I don't know what they're still like investigating why he did what he did.
Home dude was
20
super fucking confused. I will say. Have you, I guess, looked into, I don't know, like any of their like beliefs or like background or whatever?
I mean, from what I heard, from what I read, but then again, like, I don't want to say anything with my foot in my, and like have my foot in my mouth over this, because like, I know the dude was like, he was, I think he was paranoid. Like, they say he was a bit paranoid or some shit, but like, I don't want to like actually say anything with look, it's one thing if you're going after like, priests and shit, but you're actually like the adults and shit. But dude, like, he opened fire on everyone, like kids too, and I'm like, dude, no. I mean,
yeah.
Oh man, Jesus! Oh, he opened fire on the kids. That's what really irks me.
Well, they had it. It's like what we had, Sandy Hook, we had Uvalde, we had all these things that everyone thought, it's kids, man. Like, we should do something, and then they don't care. And then this one, what? Oh, hey, they're attacking prayers. Prayers don't do anything. Like, no, they don't fucking do anything. Why we talk about it?
Well, I know I don't know. I usually try to stay away from watching too much of 24-hour news networks, but this last week I did a lot of skipping back and forth between Fox and CNN just because I'm curious. And it seems like the talking point that people are trying to stick to for, I guess, this week's argument is the fact that like they were trans. And so they're like, this is proof that like trans people hate Christians and they're going after children and stuff. But like, I looked further into, I guess, their whole deal. And yeah, like I said, he's kind of just all over the place. So I guess at one point they did try to transition, and on their driver's license it says female, but in the last year or so he made like a lot of posts talking about how he like regretted that and how he like wants to go back to like be a guy. And then on like all of his guns and all of, I guess, the stuff that they left, there was like anti-Israel stuff and then anti-LGBT stuff and like anti-Trump and anti-everything else. Like, they were just all over the place. Like, I don't think it's fair to even say that like this person belongs to any like specific community, because they just sort of like hated everyone equally. Like, the guy was just not in a stable mindset whatsoever. I don't know.
Yeah, like that's why I didn't want to like refer to him as a her because he did like I don't want to refer to that person as trans because like not this isn't a knock against the trans community at all because this is just about they were just all like oh he at first I heard he didn't get changed like he wanted to become a woman but like something happened and he didn't but like you just what Gabe literally just said like no he got changed then regretted it went back to being man that's one of the reasons why I don't want to talk about the guy's personal life because that'd be the equivalent of sticking my foot in my fucking mouth. It's just why would
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think the trans aspect of this is really all that important. I think there's been like 3 transgender shooters in
yeah
the last however many years compared to like 300 just like straight males. So I don't know. I don't think that's a very important part of this.
It's not, but it's the same thing back. What was it? They made fun of. Like it was like Chappelle's show or one of those comedy things where it's like black people when they see it, it's like please don't be black, and it's like here, please don't
Yeah,
be trans,
mm-hmm.
because it's like that's all they're going to talk about. You already know. As soon as that got revealed, I already knew what the Fox talking point is because anytime there's like a shooter or a mass one, and they don't the news outlets don't immediately identify the person, everyone know, okay, it's white.
yeah,
And then now they're just waiting for something else that they can just shift it on. And so once it became trans, they're like, hey, we got it. Talk about this. If not, and if he was just a normal white guy, well, obviously not normal, but that's a white guy from the area, no one will talk about this. They'll be trying to keep it quiet. Because I mean, how long when that state senator of Minnesota got when what they found out who did that? How long was that in the news cycle? What, a day, two? They
yeah.
moved on.
yeah
But like, if it's a Muslim, a black guy, a trans guy, gay guy, a Democrat, they be running on that shit for years. I mean, Obama's still in the mouth. It's been like 8 years.
Well, and then the thing that annoys me the most is I feel like even I don't know, like 10 years ago, people on every side would at least try to pretend like they cared and they're like, okay, well, we need to find solutions and stuff. But now, like, again, was listening to a lot of Fox and they're just like, yeah, this isn't a gun issue, this is a mental health issue. But then if you ask like, okay, cool, then do you want to like step up mental health like funding and actually reach out to help these people? And they're like, well, no, that's that's not actually going to help. And so I don't know. I know that the shooter also had like multiple incidents with the police, like where they let's see, like there were a lot of red flags, I guess, before. And so if you call out and say like, hey, so is this a failure on the police, like not actually doing their job and like following up properly? And they're like, oh no, the police did everything they could. Like they just want to ignore the problem in its entirety. They don't want to like open any solutions at all. They're just like, well, this is what happens in America. Kids die all the time. Nothing we can do about it. I don't know. Our guns are more important than our children.
of course
What?
of course to them guns are more important than their children since when do parents care about children dude I
Yeah.
mean
Well,
like
they
are
can
we
say this. They can say this right now, but the problem is like, especially with the administration, last 6 months, you've seen how much money they spend on stupid shit. Like beforehand, yeah, everyone knows how much shit we're spending on dumbass wars. Here, we're spending dumbass shit on ICE, military. I'm not even sure. Has the National Guard been? Is it still in LA? Are they still sending their asses in LA for $1 million a day? Like,
I think so.
I think
It might be over in Chicago now.
okay, but see, like, that money literally could be used. They keep saying about homelessness in DC and it's fucking like pretense. But like if we literally instead of us in the military and we just roll back Reagan's dumbass idea of putting all the mental health people outside and saying trickle down economics is great, we could use this $1 million a day that we're putting from National Guard for this problem and fix like 60% of it off the top.
Yeah, like at this point, I would be fine with literally any action because I don't know, there's still that annoying trend where you're not allowed to do anything because it's too soon. You have to let the families grieve. It's not like appropriate to like make things political. It's like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? I know if you like, God forbid, had a child that was killed, probably one of the first things you'd want is like, yeah, I want to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. So like, let's fucking fix this problem. But they just like hand wave it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because
Well, it's not even even if they do actions. I think the worst part is when this country actually decides we're gonna put this guy on trial, and then the judge gives him some slap on the wrist, some bullshit. I think that might be worse.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that's going to happen though?
Honestly, I'm not even sure nowadays. That's the problem. Like, other than like a few outliners back in like, let's say 15, 20 years ago, most of the time you're like, okay, they got it. Oh, they didn't get as much as I wanted, but they're still in for like double digits, right? Nowadays, people are just getting off as long as they can bribe this person or it fits their agenda.
wait,
Yeah,
I
but this
mean,
is
look
like
at
kind of a poor dude in Minneapolis, though. I'm sure they're probably gonna like shit on him to just be like, "Look, we did it. We solved the problem. We avenged the children by locking them up forever."
well, wait. I thought the shooter killed himself.
yeah, he killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Okay, so the ones where they kill himself, okay, well, that's easy. None of us has to actually deal with anything. But what about like Ghislaine Maxwell or other people like them? Like,
well, I will say there is a trend where the only shooters that I ever see that do survive are white dudes. Like, there's even a difference there in how like I
the
don't know.
treated Dylan
Yeah.
Roof, McDonald, like
Yep.
what? Like, I've been in the back of a police car before. I could not ask to go to McDonald's and they're taking me to fucking McDonald's. And that was not even me shooting anyone. Right?
Yeah.
And then well, there was like I just saw a case recently. I'm not sure it happened recently, but I just saw it recently where a guy was molesting his sister or stepdaughter, whatever, from the age of 7 to 12, and a judge in Idaho was like, "Hey, we're going to give you a $180 180 days suspension, and you're not even going on a sex registry." Like, that's bullshit, right? Like,
Well, that
that's
Yeah.
a death
actually that
penalty,
makes
right?
sense though, because like Idaho, everybody's inbred there.
Yeah, but
What the
okay,
fuck is
but
How
I'm
you
Idaho
just
date
good
saying,
there?
for?
like, okay, this kind of
Tell
shit,
me, what other thing is Idaho good for other than inbreeding? Potatoes. That's literally
potatoes.
it. No
Yeah.
one gives a shit about. That's like saying,
Oh,
oh,
bunkers,
that,
bunkers,
yeah, okay, whatever, Robert.
bunkers and compounds.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the board game. Parker Brothers, get on it.
Uh huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You ride that wagon, Robert. I mean,
Oh no,
everybody.
that's the Oregon Trail. That's Oregon. That's a different place, buddy.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why Idaho and all that shit. They're considered flyover states. Hell, San Andreas. Hell, GTA San Andreas said it best, where they were like, "Oh, you want to migrate to San Andreas to get away from your past? Let's face it, the Midwest is full of retards." It's just, not wrong.
Oh, they also have Napoleon Dynamite, Uncle Rico.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, yes, and what's his face is suing his twin brother because he's tired of taking the actor, whatever the fuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, I mean, Idaho. Why would you?
Idaho. That's just a weird ass name, like
I,
Idaho.
I
Like, did
know.
they steal it from the Indians or what? How did they make his name?
I know I shouldn't be fixated on this whole like Doug, it's a terrible sentence, 180 days suspended sentence and no sex registry. I mean, like, it's Idaho. Judge's probably
Oh,
Judge's mom is probably his sister. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
hold on. This is actually kind of funny. This is a top tier white man story. Apparently, in the 1860s, there was a politician named George Willing who said that Idaho is a old Native American Shoshone word that meant gem of the mountains. But then apparently they were like, bro, this is just a fucking made up word. It doesn't mean anything. But they kept the name.
God, yeah.
Jim of the Mountains. That's so funny. Like, okay, this is the worst gym ever.
To put things
Yeah.
into perspective, we have a thing called Capes and Cowls. It's an animated thing, etc., etc. Why does that matter, Doug? Well, in Capes and Cowls, I wanted to like bring in one of the characters because like some of the like superheroes go after supervillains. Okay, where do they take the supervillains? Do they take them to prison? Where in prison? I wanted to make sure that like all of the superheroes take the supervillains to Idaho, as that has become the entire state of Idaho has become a prison. And the bill that was introduced was literally going to be called the "Of course this is what Idaho's good for" bill. That's literally it, and it passed with bipartisan support. Bipartisan, meaning that both smellocrats and retardicans understood that Idaho is completely fucking worthless.
I would make Idaho an open state prison. Like, you're just in the state. There's just fucking walls along the border, and you're in here. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but you're in fucking Idaho, right? Like,
Good lord.
I wouldn't want to do a supermax prison on that shit, right? Like, for life, you're stuck in Idaho. Like, I'm like, kill me now. Like, seriously, what the fuck am I do in Idaho? I don't have a football team. I don't have any sports team at all.
Oh, do they?
They have like
They don't.
potatoes.
Yeah,
They have potatoes.
That's it.
They have potatoes. They don't even have good fucking like plains like Nebraska or some shit. They got hills, compounds, bunkers, and potatoes and rednecks.
I apologize to our 2 Idaho listeners, but you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
We're not saying anything you don't know.
You know, if you got 2 Idaho listeners, you got 2 potato clocks.
Jesus Christ. You know, I mean, go ahead.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna bring this news story up for the slab launch, but I might as well just because what with the Minneapolis shooting and all the energy is brought down, and the Idaho bit kind of brought it back up. So I want to kind of ride this high, take from that what you will. But get this, the guy that inspired the movie Walking Tall, the sheriff.
Okay.
Now, for those who don't know, the sheriff went on this one-man crusade against this crime boss or whatever after, I think, what was it, the murder of his wife? Except investigators are concluding that it was the sheriff who murdered his wife to begin with.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Huh.
But The Rock was like, I'm not gonna have a movie starring me. Or was it The Rock or was it John
No,
Cena?
it was The Rock for the remake. You're talking about the 2000s remake. Yeah, it was The Rock with fucking, I think, Steve-O?
Okay, yeah. The Rock was basically like, yeah, I'm not gonna have myself shooting my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, have fun with that little tidbit of knowledge. But like, it's so weird, though. Like, well, to be fair, this isn't the first time where, like, a well-cherished legacy, you find out it was all a fucking lie. Don't even get me started with Jim will fix it. I mean, that guy was a fucking monster. I mean,
Well, if you ever watched like any of like E or Oxygen or any of those ones where they have those like true Hollywood stories, the Midwest be wilding, and they be wilding in like their own town. Like, hey, I'm a four. I'm gonna ask you as a two that come kill these people and my children, and we're gonna run off in the sunset. Like 90% of the time, wilding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're wild in the Midwest. They got nothing else to do.
It's it's
I
almost
mean, and remember they had those Idaho murders, right? In Boise State as well. That guy
Yeah.
who randomly killed, who shaked like four different people, but killed two.
I don't know anything about that. Like that. But then again, it's Idaho.
It tracks. Basically, it tracks.
It
And I'm just
tracks.
saying, like, Midwest be wilding. Like, say what you will about like the East Coast, like New York and California, but most of our crimes, the people who did the crime, they're usually trying to get just the people who are involved with the shenanigans. Midwest just be like, yeah, fucking everyone gotta go.
I mean, it's really hard to. I don't know. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not.
But I think it's because they all know each other because it's small towns, right? So it's like so many loose ends that you got to clean up, right?
Well, that and like it's even possible. Like if your city only has like 300 people in it,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Right? You kill one person, it's like fuck. They know fucking 20 people. You
Well,
know,
that and it's like, oh, cool. I'm related to like half the people on the police force. I don't need to worry too much about getting caught.
oh yeah, that's true. It's like bloodlines and all that shit, nepotism. It's a different type of nepotism out there.
Yeah.
But
Nepotism, not nice.
well, that's something that really like irks me. Like how like some of the mentality that a lot of people have that just are like, oh, I want someone that looks like me, thinks the way I do, and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, wait, what? Are you saying you're gay? I'm just I mean like
Well, that's what it means. Like, yeah, to go with them the same thing on there. I say a healthy amount of difference is like 20 to 30%, where you can kind of grow in differences, but you have to have strong core values that you don't go against.
what
And I
constitutes
think that's a lot what the MAGA thing is like you've been saying X for so fucking long, and all of a sudden Humpty Dumpty Orange Cheeto comes along, and now you're saying why?
that's what I mean. What constitutes as a core value? You know, I mean, like it's just always treat the police with respect. But they didn't. They killed a cop. Oh, that cop doesn't matter. Okay, but and like you always believe in Jesus. Oh, so you're for the fact that so you understand that the passion of the Christ was when people brutally tortured and murdered this man. Also, Mary, the mother of Christ, was kind of raped by God. No. What? She's history's first recorded baby mama. Shut up. Like yeah. I mean, like you look at these stories and it's just like, oh, but Doug, the Bible's open to interpretation. You really How are you gonna say she was impregnated by a deity that she didn't know was like impregnating her, and how are you gonna say that was sacred when in a
I mean,
um
at risk
I
of
mean,
getting a little too edgy, I don't know, people pick and choose what they want to take from the Bible. Like they have a whole thing about how you're not supposed to eat like
people in the
shrimp,
cow.
or like
Yeah,
you're not supposed to
crustacean.
wear clothing with mixed fibers and stuff. And it's
you.
like, well, why is it okay to do that? But then you can like, I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Well, that's why there's so many different versions of it because people got in there, got their fingers in it, started doing this stuff. Like Doug was saying, back when what John Cazzizel was his name
Jim
did the
Caviezel.
Passion of the Christ,
Yeah.
and then everyone's like that, cool, right? And then I think the book came along where it's like Jesus and what was it, John Wayne and Jesus, some book or whatever. and all of a sudden they changed themselves, and then that led the way to Trump,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't make any sense
Oh yeah.
anymore.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Because
Trump is like the
And
least holy person of all time. He's been married like three
3 times.
times. He's super fucking rich. He's a womanizer. He's like racist. He's an asshole. Like, but they're like, no, he's the chosen one. He's holy.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
holy. He's chosen one. But the thing is, like, when anyone questions them on camera, on any news channel, or whatever, they never have a fucking answer. They're just like, yeah, he was sent here to lead us. To lead us to what? It's like they're like, well, the terrorists aren't doing stuff. They're taking all this money. Oh no, well, you don't understand. He's still a great president. No, the worst they say he's the greatest president ever. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
I would put Polka ahead of this guy,
I
and
mean,
Polka didn't do shit, right?
look,
Yeah.
much as we want to debate, look, to be fair, this is beyond the grounds of demo crazy, and I do not, under any circumstances, want to go back to talk about that mass shooting because, like, I don't know, like something inside of me really did like click when I heard about it because, like, I guess it's now since I'm teaching kids, I have more. I care about them all the more so. I mean, like, I remember um, one of my this one first grader actually got lost trying to find her way around, and she was crying like nobody's business. I think she was like legit traumatized, and I felt like anyway. The point that I'm trying to make is I found a newfound, like, I guess, caring for them more so. So when I read that whole story, I'm just like, oh man, no.
Yeah, you're more emotionally attached to it.
Yes, that's
And
the word I'm
someone
looking
said
for.
something more interesting about it. It's like you guys remember. Well, I'm not sure. The Douglas were older than me, but I think I was starting in like 7th or 8th grade when they were doing like the drills at school for if it's an active shooter or whatever. And people were saying the problem with these drills is that the people who went through the drills are grown up and are doing it. So they know exactly where these people are.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the reason why I said all that is because, like, I think it's best to just, like, end it here considering it's yeah. Um. Oh, Doug, you're just saying that because you got nothing with to talk about. Not really. It's just, again,
Mm.
I do not want to talk.
No, it's a summer note, but I would say that that's how Gabe said earlier that we want them to do something. Either A, do something about the guns, or B, do something about mental health care. Pick a fucking lane.
Mm. That being said, thank you for tuning in to Demo Crazy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can watch us on, you can, we're on YouTube, Amazon Music, and Spotify. Also, notes tomorrow again, which is Tuesday. The our interview with Scott Burns is actually going to be live. We'll have the video version as well as the audio version because they're going to be both released. And yeah, I'll talk about the Patreon another time, not right now. You all take care later on. Boop.